Welcome everyone to the dance floor, where life lessons are learned through the art of dance. I'm your host, Anna Harsh, and today I wanted to share with you 5 tips on being an entrepreneur. But before I get to those tips, let me tell you how I became an entrepreneur myself. I'm the founder and director of Allegro Dance Company. We are a touring company that performs Italian folk dances, along with other styles of dance to educate, entertain, and enrich audiences of all ages about the Italian culture. This summer will make our 29th touring season. That's a long time on tour. Hundreds of dancers, singers, and musicians have all graced the stage with Allegro. So I guess I know a little bit about starting from scratch and doing your best with what you have in front of you. Aren't we all doing that? We all have to start somewhere, right? I've been asking my recent podcast guests, where do we go from here? How have you changed or adapted during the pandemic and still kept your art going? How are you doing it out there? For me, I've been doing some classes online, which I still offer today, from choreography for musicals, competitions, to yoga classes and ballet bar classes, ages 12 and up. I have met some amazing people across the United States, so thank you all for taking classes. And if you haven't taken my class and you want a private lesson and do a one-on-one with me and help you achieve your fitness goals, or maybe challenge yourself to do something different. So if you're listening and you want classes and you want to stay at home still, visit my website, annaharsh.com, and book a class. Start your journey on your own time. Step by step, we can get through it. So that brings me how I adapted. Well, since the pandemic has given us all a little extra time to dive deeper into our art forms, I not only got a chance to create some music, think about some fresh new choreography, but I finally got a chance to write. I've written for magazines and given hundreds of speeches for schools, universities, and of course here on the podcast, but I really wanted to tell my story, the story of my dance company, and how I got started. So I took the entire year of 2020 and part of 2021 to write a little mini memoir called La Danza Conflict, Passion, and Healing. And here's how I describe the book. Imagine an assignment in college as a dance major, opening a door and leading you to a lifelong mission after just one performance. Well, that's exactly what happened to me. Allegro Dance Company was born out of a college thesis project. When I was pursuing my undergraduate degree in dance, I did my thesis on Italian traditional dance, since all 4 of my grandparents were born in Italy. Was the research easy to do? No, not at all. But you can read all about the ups and downs in my book. After that college thesis, I was asked to perform my work at a local Italian festival in my hometown in West Virginia. That one performance turned into a few more gigs and a few more performances, and suddenly my company was growing faster than I could keep up with. So here we are 29 years later, still touring, teaching, and learning. We have toured throughout the United States and Italy. I have some wonderful and talented mentors, teachers, all kinds of people helping me. And the teachers I have found in Italy to help me research these dances and learn them well enough to perform, I can't thank them enough. It's a lot of work, everyone, but it never feels like work. Do you have a job like that? I hope so. I hope you all are out there able to pursue your passion in life, no matter if it's painting, music, dance, whatever it is. Find your passion, even if it's not your full-time job. I hope you tap into it from time to time to refill your cup. So where does the conflict, passion, and healing come in? Well, the dances I have found have those themes in it. Just like in our everyday lives, we go through conflicts, we have passion, and right now I think we all are seeking a little bit of healing. The dances I found in Italy reflected these themes so much. Writing about them was easy, since I could see my life in them. I could relate to each and every one of those dances. They were challenging, yet very fun to learn. They kept me in shape and allowed me to discover more about being Italian. So in the book, I have included my journey to Italy, the dances that I learned, but also I have included over 50 questions in the book so that you can journal along and ask yourself, how would you deal with certain situations? So here are 2 of the questions. Maybe you want to grab a pen and write them down. So here's number 1. How do you process critique or feedback? Here's the second question. How do you challenge yourself? So how do you process critique or feedback? We as dancers go through that in every class. Every class we're getting feedback. Kick your leg, maybe a little higher. Try this with your pirouettes. Maybe spot a little bit sharper and cleaner. Point that toe a little bit harder. All of these things are feedback, and we have to absorb those things and try to do a little bit better and challenge ourselves in that manner to be better each class we take. But how do you process critique or feedback? Do you take it easily? And the second question, how would you challenge yourself? So how do you challenge yourself every day? Do you learn something new? Do you step outside of your comfort zone and talk to somebody new that you haven't talked to before? Or do something that you haven't done before? So grab a piece of paper and journal about those questions. Who knows, it might lead you to your book. It's definitely something to think about. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when I get back, I want to give you those 5 tips I promised. The 5 tips of being an entrepreneur, and how these tips will make you a little bit more successful. Welcome back, everyone. Okay, let's get down to business. I promised you those 5 tips, so here we go. Here are the 5 tips that I've learned, but maybe you can find a few more, don't forget, in my book, La Danza Conflict, Passion, and Healing. So here's tip number 1. I hope you still have that pen and paper to write this down. Make a list. Make a list of what you want. I mean everything. What job do you want? Why do you want it? What will you need to do that job? What is your intention? Do your research about this. Find out everything you can about the job that you want. The where, what, who, when, and why. List everything you need to do your dream job. List everything from pencils to a computer. I mean everything. So number 1, make a list. That's what I did. I made a list when I started Allegro Dance Company. Everything from I need dancers to music and costumes and so much more. So tip number 1, make that list. Tip number 2, surround yourself with people that know more than you do. I know this might seem obvious, but find those mentors. Find your teachers, business experts. Are they in your neighborhood? Maybe in your own family. They can guide you and give you advice along the way. I am always asking someone about how they became successful. How did they do it? Even their smallest tip or piece of advice, just a nugget of information, can make a huge difference to get you to the next level. So surround yourself with people that know more than you and be humble about it. We don't know everything and we have to start somewhere, so find out more. Ask someone, right? Surround yourself with people that know more than you. Tip number 3, learn a new skill. That's right. I've been sewing since I was a child. My grandmother, my mother, and my aunts all taught me a little something about sewing. I am so grateful for that. I've made a few costumes for Allegro from time to time, but I am no fashion designer. No way. But I do have a few skills that I've picked up from them, and it has helped my business save money, get the job done, especially on a tight budget and on a tight timeline. Sometimes it's a last minute, oh gosh, I have to make a new apron for this costume, or I have to adorn this vest, but I can do it because I have those skills. So what new skill are you going to pick up? What can you try? Maybe it's something with the computer. Maybe technology is your new best friend. Is there a new app that you can learn that might help your business? Or maybe you do your own taxes. Are you really good at numbers? Anything will help build your business. Learn that new skill. Tip number 4, ask for help. I know you're shaking your head right now, but ask for help, everyone. You can't do it alone. You can't make those dreams happen all by yourself. Trust me. I am a team of one here, and I've done it, but I have asked for help over the years, for sure. There have been times I've turned to my own dancers and say, hey, can you pitch in? Can you help me accomplish this or that? I have created a team that helped me get things done and finished and get them off of my plate. It will definitely make a difference. It will save you time and save you money. Do it the right way. Ask for help so that it gets done properly. Okay, tip number 5. I know this might seem like a no-brainer, but I'm going to tell you again. Gratitude. It is always, I mean always, nice to hear thank you, isn't it? Maybe you should try to do a gratitude journal. Write 3 things down that you are grateful for each and every day. But make them different each day. We have so much to be grateful for. Pick 3 things every day. I not only have a gratitude journal, but I have a gratitude jar that I drop in something I'm grateful for each day. And I start to see that jar grow and get bigger and bigger. It's just filled with all the things I'm grateful for. So I do that throughout the year. And at the end of the year, I can see all of the things that I'm grateful for. I spill the jar back out and I reread them. And then I start over for the new year. But isn't that wonderful to see it visually? How many things we're so grateful for? Maybe you want to text somebody or write them a thank you note. Or better yet, maybe you want to pick up the phone today and actually call somebody. I know it's weird for some people to do that, but call someone today. Tell them thank you. I know it might feel strange, but say, hey, I just wanted to call and say thank you for all the things that you've done for me. Or gosh, you've really inspired me and I just wanted to say thanks. So tip number 5 is gratitude. Yes, gratitude. Okay, so let's review. 5 tips of being an entrepreneur, making you a little bit more successful. Make a list of what you want. Everything. Write everything down. Tip number 2, surround yourself with people that know more than you. You don't know it all, trust me. Number 3, learn a new skill. What can help benefit? Number 4, ask for help. Don't be a team of one. I've tried it. It doesn't work. Ask for help. Number 5, gratitude. Say thank you. Say thank you every single day for every single thing. So, want more than 5 tips? Well, you can get more tips in my book, Danza Conflict, Passion, and Healing. You can order my ebook or the printed version on Amazon. The link to order will be in the podcast notes. I hope you enjoy my journey to Italy. I talk about my family, some amazing things that we've seen, experienced, and there's a little mystery in there as well. You can pre-order now, La Danza, Conflict, Passion, and Healing. Or you can wait for the big release in March. I hope you enjoy my journey to Italy and how I started Allegro Dance Company and all of the advice I have picked up along the way. I wanted to pass it on to you, those young entrepreneurs out there, young dancers out there, young artists, or maybe you're just a creative soul listening. I want you to do better and succeed. So pick up my book today, La Danza Conflict, Passion, and Healing. Thanks, listeners. I hope you're all doing well all around the world. I know you're listening, so I appreciate it. And I'm saying thank you today. I'm sending you warm wishes and gratitude for all the times you've been listening to me in my podcast, The Dance Floor. I really do appreciate it. So let me hear from you. How are you becoming more successful out there? Write into the show and let's continue the conversation. How have you changed or adapted during the pandemic? How are you keeping your art form alive? Write into the show. Again, let's continue the conversation. Thanks for joining us, everyone, on the dance floor. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm your host, Anna Harsh, and until next time, keep moving on the dance floor.